right. Welcome to our Breakfast Club call. It is Thursday, what day is it today? June 15th, 2023. My name is Pamela Pacheco, and I'm absolutely honored, pleasured, and privileged to be here with you guys this morning. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. If you are joining us once again, welcome home. I am super excited to be here with you guys this morning. I remember when I first started entrepreneurship and decided to take it serious, it was about 10 years ago, and I was looking forward to these type of calls every single morning. Not only I was looking forward to these type of calls for the information that I was going to receive, but I was looking forward to these calls for the inspiration, because I know that our subconscious mind is open most in the morning and at night. So what you put in your brain, in your mind in the morning matters. How you start your day sets the tone for your day. So kudos to each and every single one of you guys. And we've often hear, if you haven't, and we often hear garbage in is garbage out. Greatness in is greatness out. So shout out to each and every single one of you guys that decided to start your morning off with some greatness this morning. So let's get right into it. I want to talk to you guys today. Last week when we were talking, we had some powerful stories that were shared with us. And if you guys were in training this past last week, type a 1 in the chat. I want to see what was your biggest takeaway. So many of you guys, make sure you guys are writing it to all panelists and attendees. So many of you guys have just said, hey, you know what? I learned so much at this training event. I learned that, the process, everybody has their own process. Everybody has their own story. I got feedback from someone that said, I can tell why you're so passionate about helping people and why you believe in this so much, because of the changes that it's been able to do, not only in your life, but in thousands of people's lives. And whether you attended training in Tampa, Atlanta, North Carolina, Chicago, Arizona, we had Texas, North Carolina, we had over 10 different cities where people were learning from. And I want to go over, some of those skills that these skills are absolutely essential. Lisa said that objections, learn not to make people feel bad when they give an objection. I love that. Absolutely. So if we talk about really, 7 skills, and if you're taking notes, I would definitely write this down. Note takers are history makers, I was once told, and whatever you write in ink sinks. Now, if you're talking about the 7 top skills that are those skills that it is absolutely important to build in a successful network marketing business, the number 1 is prospecting. And we've gone over, several ways to prospect. And if you're brand new and you have no idea what that means, prospecting means that you are getting a number a day, right? Prospecting means that you are looking for prospects, whether you are looking for prospects in your contact list, whether you make a decision that every day you're going to get a brand new number. So here was one of my biggest takeaways, and I've heard it so many times, but I just heard it differently this training. It was, here's what we all have in common. There's about 35 of us on this call right now. Here's what we all have in common. We all know somebody the other person does not. That's what I do know for a fact. You know people I do not know. So what that means is that the list of people you don't know is longer than the list of people that you do know. And oftentimes we hear, oh, I don't have people to show. I really don't know anybody. Well, are you actively prospecting? Are you actively building your list? See, I have a rule of thumb that basically says every day I'm going to get a brand new number. So every day I am very intentional of at least getting 1 contact, whether that is me getting a brand new contact on social media, or whether that is me getting a brand new contact while I am out and about. So for example, yesterday I was at a networking event last night, and this networking event was centered. It was beauty, business, and fashion. I mean, 3 of my top favorite things, right? So I was at this networking event. exchange contact information with some of the people there. Like you can't be, you got to be hungry, but you can't be thirsty, right? So I got contact information from some people, and then I exchanged contact with a few people, but I went inside that event with one thing in mind. I was definitely going to make connections. I was definitely going to prospect and build my prospect list, because I understand that I'm never going to run out of people to show this to. See, a lot of people, before they even call secret to quit, the reason they already started to quit up here. They already quit in their mindset. They already quit being around the fire. They already quit doing the daily income producing activities. If you were on the call on Tuesday, Jesse went over those, right? What are some money making activities? They already quit doing a lot of those things. So that's why by the time they call the back office, they already quit in their mind first. They already quit in their activity first. They already quit in the things that matter prior. So if you're looking at, okay, well, how can I make sure that not only that I continuously build this skill? Well, prospecting is one of those things that even if you're out and you are just going to the supermarket and you compliment somebody, or somebody's at you running across somebody, or you hold the door open, like you got to be very intentional. See, when you set your intentions as to what kind of life you want to live, when you set your intentions as to what type of level of success that you want to have, whether you are out getting your nails done, getting your hair done, you just went to check the mailbox, you can always start a conversation. I'm gonna give you guys a real gem right now. You can always start a conversation by sharing a compliment. And I know somebody right here is like, oh my gosh, I have to talk to people. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But prospecting is one of those most important skills. So just talk to people. And here's the beautiful thing, that just by you getting somebody's number, right? Yes, the list of people you don't know is longer than the list of people you know. Well, just by you getting somebody's number, you're automatically getting uncomfortable. And life is, you do those things that are hard so that you can live life easy, right? But if you do the things that are hard, life will be easy. But if you think that you're going to just be successful magically, guys, it's growth. Am I going to sit here and tell you, oh my goodness, I sound so great. I sounded so great 10 years ago. No, I did not. I promise I didn't. I promise. Even 2 years ago, even a year ago, even 3, like every day, you just got to get better. Every day I get better. Every day we get better, because we have to be intentional at it. And see, here's the reality of the greatness of when you are prospecting in cold market, right? It's like a double-edged sword, because they don't know you. So it doesn't matter if you mess it up. Mistakes make money here. Who cares? Just talk to somebody. Get one number. I challenge everybody. Make that over the next 30 days going out of training. Make that one of the things that you say, hey, you know what? Every day I'm going to get one new number. If you end up saying, I'm going to get one number every day, one number every single day, that would be 365 new names that you're adding into your list every day. Imagine if it was 2. Imagine if it was 2 names that you're saying, that you're going to say, hey, I'm going to get 2 numbers a day. How different do you think your list would be if you're adding over 300 names every year? And that's only getting 1 contact a day. Imagine if you were intentional and said, hey, you know what? Every month I'm going to go out to at least 1 networking event. Every month I'm going to go out just to go prospect. It doesn't matter if I'm going to the gym, if I'm talking to somebody. Why do you think I always take my products with me when I go to the gym? Bonus, okay? When you go out to places that you're, whether ladies or fellas, if you're going to go get a pedicure, you better take your salt and oil scrub with you, right? And tell them you don't want them to use anything on your feet but your salt and oil scrub. You're going to go get a manicure, cool. Take some of your lotion with you. Absolutely. Take some of your mineral-rich peeling gel with you, okay? You should always have your products with you. Be a product of your product. This is how I got my salon where I go get my hair done, to carry secret products. every time I was going, she was trying to wash my hair with her stuff. I said, no, I only use Dead Sea mineral products on my hair, please. Thank you. She was like, oh, I see you always bring this. I was like, I know. It's the only thing I want in my hair. That's why my hair looks and feels like that. Okay, I need to try this. You do. Every time. I'm a product of the product. My wax lady, how do I have the mud soap where I get waxed? Because I kept talking about it. She looks at my skin. She was like, your skin is looking so much clearer. I was like, girl, I know these Dead Sea mineral products that I was talking to you about. Crazy. She just got products for her shop, right? So again, you got to be a product of your product, but be intentional when you're prospecting, because the list of people you do not know is longer than the list of people you know. Okay. And listen, by no means am I going to sit here and tell you I am perfect. No, I am growing every single day, just like you guys. So why I said that from the beginning is, listen, mistakes make money. Fail forward, but just do it. Challenge yourself, because everything we want lives outside of our comfort zone. So the more that you step out of your comfort zone, the more your comfort zone is not your wealth zone. Okay. The outside of your comfort zone is your wealth zone. Outside of your comfort zone is your success zone. Outside of your comfort zone is your growth. And life is about growing, constant, never-ending improvement. If you would have heard me 10 years ago having a conversation with somebody, you would have been like, Pam, you sounded thirsty. Like, this is how bad I was, okay? I'd be like, what you doing tonight? You're not doing nothing. You know you love to travel. You know you want a BMW. You know you want to have fun. You know you want to fight. Girl, take a breath. Relax, right? I remember one time I was out with my mom, and she heard me talking, and she was like, I know you're excited, but you're going to scare people away because you are just talking a million miles per minute because you're so excited. You're selling people on something that sells itself. And at this point, my mom hadn't even gone to a training yet with me. And I'm looking at her like, okay, right? Moms just be knowing, right? So she was like, what you have your hands on, it sells itself. So just be cool, calm, and collected about it. But be like, hey, and here's one of those things, right? And if you're taking notes, I would really write this down. If I'm just meeting somebody and I'll be like, oh, what do you like to do for fun? And they'll tell me, oh, I like to travel, or I like this. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's exchange social media. So in this world where, you know, it's very, very weird to get people's numbers, I like to go for social media. I exchange either Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. So if you are in any of those three, I definitely suggest that you exchange contacts with social media. So I intentionally do it. And this is why I'm so big on building your brand, because you go onto my social media and it looks like the front page of a magazine cover, because I'm very intentional about building my brand. You do not go on my social media and it looks like an infomercial, right? It looks like a brand. So you take, that is a digital asset, but I'm very intentional about, oh, what do you like to do for fun? Okay, cool. Oh, do you like to work here? If I'm out last night, after the networking event, I went to have dinner with my sister and her friends that are here in town. I asked the server, I said, man, you're super sharp. Thank you so much. You took really great care of us. And he's like, yeah. I was like, you got to be the manager, right? Compliment somebody. Remember how I told you, easiest way to get a contact is to compliment somebody. You gotta be a manager here, right? Because you're so great. He's like, nah, I actually moved here from LA not too long ago. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, what do you love the most about what you do? He was like, I make my own schedule. I was like, okay, cool. What do you love the worst? He's like, that when I don't make my own schedule, I'm working long hours and I'm not making a lot of money. I was like, oh man. I said, I may have something for you. Again, hungry, not thirsty. I may have something for you. And let's exchange social media contact and maybe we could sit down for 10 to 15 minutes. Point and sync. That's it. Right. But prospecting, there's so many different ways. Like if somebody asks you what you do you know what to say? Like, do you know if somebody asks you, I'm in charge of expansion for the #1 travel and lifestyle club in the world? Like, can you say that? Can you say I'm in charge of expansion for the #1 Dead Sea mineral company in the world? I may have something for you. Absolutely, Lisa, because here's the reality. We do have something for them. We got something for everybody. But the reality is, perception is reality. So if somebody immediately perceives as, wait a minute, what is she talking about right now? Like, she's coming off a little too strong. It's like that automatically takes away your power. So cool, calm, and collected every single time. But prospecting is one of those important skills that we definitely want to brush up on. The list of people you don't know is longer than the list of people you know. So I challenge each and every single one of us to be intentional. Just get one contact a day, even if it's one contact every other day, right? One contact a day. I love that. She says, I help people defy the aging process. Yes, Denise. Yes. This is why she is the customer queen, baby. Yes. Her and Lisa, I love it. She says, I help people defy the aging process. Make sure y'all write that down. That is bomb. I'm copying that. I love that. That is bomb. What does that look like for you? Let me tell you something. This is why I love what we have, because being a product of the product means, hey, you can pick a product and major in one, minor in the rest. So if what you love is I help people defy the aging process, baby, you better take that to the bank and cash it. What I mean by that is every single day, share the blessing, right? I love that. That is so, so good. Feel free to drop in the chat any other ones that you guys have when somebody asks you, what is something that you do? What do you do? She says, I help people defy the aging process, right? And that is so, 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 so good. I'm actually going to take a picture of that because, I got to take some notes too. But I help people defy the aging process. That is amazing. Or I'm in charge of expansion of the leading Dead Sea mineral company in the world. I'm in charge of expansion of the #1 travel and lifestyle club in the world. Lisa says, I show people how to have smoother, younger looking skin instead of aging at your current speed. I love that. Get gems, like bring them, keep them coming. And these are from 2 of our customer queens. Okay, so if they're saying something, it's the holy grail for me. Okay, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna use this bad boys. You're gonna see Lisa and Denise. I'm gonna tell y'all, I just got some customers. I can't believe that works. Right? I love that. That is absolutely amazing. Here's another one that I use a lot at business events, especially when I'm dealing with service-based professionals, is I help people build passive income to help build their businesses and dreams. I help people build passive income to help build their businesses and dreams. Also, I help people build passive income so that they can live a holistic life of freedom and fulfillment. So I help people build passive income so that they can live a holistic life of life and freedom. Why? Because people want to travel. Travel is an inherent yes. And guess what? People want to be healthy because I don't care. I was the girl that used to always be tucking in my belly in every picture. And I was just like, look, I'm going to change that right now. Okay. But it's like, what I love is that we have something for everyone. But guess what? Everybody wants to travel. Everybody wants to have fun. And if you're talking to a service-based professional, they're going to tell you that, what do you do? Like when I go to realtors events and they're telling me, I've sold this house, I sold that house. I ask, so what do you do in between escrows? So what do you do in between closings? I help a lot of realtors build passive income so that they're not struggling in between escrows. So what I'm sharing with you is when you're prospecting, and I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I feel like it's going to help some people here today, is that if you do this enough and you talk to different people in different aspects of life, in different walks of life, and you put yourself in different circles, you're going to learn how to prospect anybody. And you're going to learn the verbiage necessary to tailor it to that person's lifestyle or whatever that person's business is. Because the truth of the matter is, the more that you can humanize, right? The more that you can the more that you can put a human touch on the sales experience is the easier it's going to be. The more that you can make the sales process conversational, the more that you can not make it salesy, the more that you can just have a conversation with someone and tell them what you do and how you can help them, it's going to open people's minds. Because the truth of the matter is, if you're not building some type of rapport, that person is out before you even said this is club secret. Okay? People are always asking themselves this: what's in it for me? What's in it for me? Here's another one, Denise, and I think you're going to love this for the teachers, right? I help teachers build income while they're out of school, build an additional stream of passive income while they're out of school and have fun. Like, why wouldn't they want to do that? There's so many ways that you can integrate this, right? So this is something that, thank you, Suhani. I'm happy that it is adding a value. And if you guys are getting value from this type of in the chat, I want to make sure that you guys are still getting value from this. But yes, I help people build passive income so that they can live a holistic life of health and freedom. I love that. I help people build passive income to help build their passion and dreams. I love that. There's so many ways. And I love how Lisa said is like, Denise said that earlier, I help people defy the aging process. I love that. That is powerful. Or I show people how to have smoother, younger looking skin instead of aging at your current speed. Somebody yesterday, they were like, girl, how you travel so much? I was like, girl, I live a champagne lifestyle on a beer budget. And I help people do that too. She was like, what? I was like, yeah. Like, I help people. Yeah. And she was like, what? And she was like, that's cool. I was like, I know. Let's sit down and talk. All right. My sisters here were like sending her friends. They don't know. They all about to get salt and oil scrubs. I'm about to do a whole little spa day for them. She has no clue, but we gonna do it, right? Because she's talking about, oh, who can I buy something local from? I want to give everybody gifts of salt and oil, like a salt and oil scrubs body butters like me. I was like, I got you. I got you. Yep. I'm the plug. Yep. I got you right here. That's right. So be a product of your product. Make sure that you are prospecting. Again, the list of people you do not know is longer than the list of people you know. Yes, I love that. I help teachers build a passive income while they're out of school. I help teachers build an additional stream of passive income. Yes, I love that. I love that. She said, this opens a door. I get to help a lot of people have fun, and then insert one of Pam's beast mode phrases. I love that, Lisa. So another one of those skills that is absolutely important is inviting, right? Inviting. So if you are just coming fresh out of training and you're like, man, what do I do? How can I just get my business going? Invite. We're having events every single day. Every single day there's a webinar you can invite somebody to. Every single day, whether you are at work, whether you are at school, whether you are at home, there is a Zoom call you can invite people to see what this is. Or there is an event near you that you can invite people to. I know if you're here in Tampa, Florida, tonight, Josh Valentine and myself are going to be presenting at Raining Berries in South Tampa. I know that Suhani is in New Jersey and she's going to have a guest here in Tampa. See, here's what I would do. We have a chat that has all of the Zoom events and all of the events going on. Make sure you have access to that chat, because whether you are inviting somebody in your city or you're inviting somebody to another city, the point is to just invite. If you could get good at two skills, inviting and promoting events, it's game set on. Why? Because that will guarantee that you're going to win. The more that you can just invite people, invite them. Absolutely. It is just saying, it's just making sure that you are intentional about what this is, because the truth of the matter is, for people to actually see this business, see the opportunity, or just see the products, you need to invite them. So inviting. Now, presenting, it's another skill. Jesse went over that. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but presenting the information is another one of those skills that you're fresh out of training. What are you doing? Make sure that you are presenting the information or demonstrating, right? What I love about Secret is that you don't got to be the one presenting. And if you could just remember this before you do a presentation or push play, is do your 3-step setup. What is your 3-step setup? Your why, right? Your why, your why, if anybody's writing this down, your why, you are all in, right? All in, big deal. And then the takeaway, I'm doing this with or without you, right? I'm doing this with or without you. And then you push play on the DVD. So what does that look like? Man, listen, in the middle of the pandemic, and I'm going to give you guys a quick example. In the middle of the pandemic, I had to pivot like so many people. The business that I was a part of, travel got slaughtered. As a business coach, my businesses got hurt. I had to pivot fast. My mom had just got diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer, and I had no idea what I was going to do. I was looking for holistic products. And when I found this, it changed my life, because not only did it give my mother the nutrition that she needed, but it allowed me access to a community that till this day allows me to turn my tragedy into triumph, allows me to live purpose-driven. As much as I love being a business coach, I love building community even more and helping people. And this is something that with or without you, it is going to prosper. With or without me, it is going to go far. I just want to share it with as many people as possible, because I know it's been a blessing to me, and it will be a blessing to you if you're ready to receive it. Play on the DVD. When the DVD is done, or when you're done doing the presentation, call for a 3-way call for a testimony. Here is, you want a pro tip? As you are pushing play on the 8-minute video or 12-minute video, send a list to 10 people. You can get a 3-way call, a testimony from anybody that's not you. They don't have to be me. They don't have to be Josh. They don't have to be Kia. They don't have to be Lisa. They don't have to be Denise. They don't have to be Suhani. But guess what? Anybody can give you a testimony. So exchange contact info with people, because this is why we have the chats that help us, because it's meant to help you. It's teamwork makes the dream work. So when you're presenting, don't think that you got to be the person that's doing all the talking. No, do your 3-step setup. And if you don't want to do any talking, but you want to present the information to somebody, tag your upline in, tag your mentor in, tag your sponsor in, because we're here to help you. Does that make sense? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So following up and closing. If you are wanting to take this to the next level, you want to follow up with the people that you've showed this to. Follow up with the people that you've done a product demo. You should have a list. There's fortune in the follow-up. Follow up with each and every single person that you've had a conversation with this about. Follow up with those people. Closing. Let me tell you, when you are closing people, people are getting started because of you. People are getting started because of you. And the reality is that the more you show, the more you grow. And why I say closing is so important is because you are closing people. Your energy, your enthusiasm, your vision is what closes people. It's never the information, right? Because people are asking themselves these 3 questions. Is this real? Is this real? Can I do this? Will you help me? Is this real? Can I do this? Will you help me? So when you're closing, right, that's what you're closing people on. They're being closed on you. It's your belief in the products. It's your belief in Isaac. It's your belief in Club Secret. It's your belief in the age-defying products. It's your belief in the nutrition. It's your belief in the training system. It's your belief in you. It's your belief in this. People are buying into, right? They're never buying into the business. No, please don't get it twisted. They're never getting started because of the products. They're never getting started because of the opportunity. You'll find 1% of people actually do that, but go and talk to people. 99% of the people that have got started in our organization over the last 30 days, right? We have an influx of over 100 people join our team. I will tell you, it has not been because of the products. It's not been because of that. That's just a bonus. When somebody sits with me and I tell them we're about to put in thousands in this thing, it's not going to be a secret for long. I'm going to do this with or without you. Guess what? They believe me. because I'm so ass, right? I am so serious. Sorry for my colorful language here, but I am very serious about what am I doing? Where am I going? Are you serious about what you are doing and where you are going? When somebody is sitting with you and when somebody is meeting with you, do you have certainty? Certainty is what closes people. The person that is most certain wins. Person that has the most posture wins. And if you don't have belief in this yet, that is okay. That is why you have a team. Tag us in. Okay. But closing is like coffee is for closers, right? It's the certainty, guys. It's how certain you are in this. And here is something else that you want to be doing fresh out of training, getting new reps started correctly. Anybody that gets started on our team, we have fast starts, that new member trainings, getting them started correctly, getting their list going, showing them how to invite, right? Getting their launch party. I just got a girl started on Monday, right after training, Marenike. Just last night, we had her launch, right? Where she had 3 guests at her launch. She had originally 5 confirmed, 3 showed up, 2 are getting started, right? Again, our job is to plant the seeds, but it's fast is fun and slow sucks. If you came out of training and you have not showed one person this, it's almost going to be a week. Don't play yourself, pay yourself. This is not the time to be shy about your dreams. This is not the time to be shy about your business. This is not the time to be shy about your legacy. This is so real, and this can be so real for you. It's get them in, but show them, help people grow. You don't have to be the one doing the presentation. If you get somebody started, if you're going to go ahead and saying, hey, I'm going to get somebody started, I'm going to go ahead and I don't have time, I got to go to work, cool. Plug them into your upline, but get a person started correctly. Fast is fun and slow sucks. This business is built for speed. This business is built for success. And what I love about it is that we do not need to recruit a bunch of agents. If I've learned anything from Lisa and Denise, is that we can build massive businesses off of just customers, and happy customers are returning customers. Imagine whether you work at a store, has anybody ever shopped in a store? And if you have a great experience at that store, are you going back to that store? Yes or yes? Tell me. Type a 1 in the chat. Are you going back to the store that you had a good experience at? Yes, Kathy. Yes. Make sure you guys are sending it to all panelists and attendees. Absolutely. Because guys, it's about experience. And the level of passion is because I've seen this change my life. I've seen this change thousands of people's lives. And when we were going over all of the different ways, we spent a lot of time in prospecting. We spoke about inviting, because these are the skills. These are things that you should be working out fresh out of training, right? Prospecting, inviting, presenting, following up and closing, getting you reps started, promoting events, promoting the next events. All roads lead to Freedom Academy. I'm going to tell you, I just had one of my friends that was like, man, I just called out of work. And I'm going to call out of work because, truth be told, my job put me on probation because I didn't know how to correctly submit a form, right? And listen, I'm not knocking her job for doing that. I know everybody, the entire corporate world, as we're seeing, if you read any types of Forbes magazine, any type, like, things are just getting crazier and crazier. But the reality is that we have something in our hands that can change people's lives. And you won't know until you know. And what's worse is that you think you know, but you have no idea. But because we know, we just have to help and do our best to get people to training. See, here's what I love about what our community is. There's something for everyone. I love how Lisa said, hey, I help people defy the aging process. Like, what? I help people age backwards? I need that, right? But the truth of the matter is that you're never going to be able to take advantage of this opportunity if you don't seize the opportunity within the lifetime of the opportunity. And what we have our hands on is something that can be for anyone and everyone. If you want to travel, this is for you. If you got skin, you're in. If you have a body, you need the nutrition, whether you realize it or not. Excuse me. But our job is to really just show people what we have our hands on. Let people know that this is available. Let people know that. And here's the reality that if you guys were on the call last week and you heard the testimonies from Michelle Briscoe, you heard the testimonies from Lisa, you heard testimony from Delisa, you heard so many testimonies from so many different people about what training did. Michelle was somebody that was working 70 plus hours a week. She still is, right? And when she went to Playbook, she was like, I didn't know that this was what I was praying for. I'm so happy you invited me. I was in tears at that event, right? Because it was so surreal. And I'm just very, very, very intentional in God just always help me help people that want to be helped. And the right people are always going to get it. And I have a very, very strong belief in that. And I'm grateful because, you know, it's someone that if you think about it, she was just working this an hour a day, every other day as she got off of work. There's not one day that Michelle's not doing a presentation with myself, with Jay, or with Josh, right? It's not one day that her and Terry are not showing the deal, every other day. And if somebody looks at it and they're like, oh, well, it took her 2 months to hit bronze. No, because she works this spare time. So if you think about it, in 60 days, she only put in about 1 hour, right? And if you think about it, in 60 days, out of those 60 days, she probably did it for 40 days. So 40 days that you invested an hour into it, it's 40 hours. So if you break down 40 hours, how many is 40 hours? That's less than 2 days that she hit bronze. Perspective. You got to really understand how to break down these numbers. And the reality is that this is someone that is just getting started. And trust me, mark my words, like you're going to see a lot more from these people because they're just hungry. And when people have been so caught up in the matrix, and it doesn't matter that they're making 6 figures, it doesn't matter that they are already successful and they have more degrees than a thermometer. It doesn't. Why? Because she understands the value of freedom. She understands the value of passive income. And there's so many people like that. There's so many people that are just looking for what we have our hands on. So when we're talking about what skills we should be working on right out of training, prospecting, inviting, presenting, following up and closing, getting new reps started, promoting events, training. I'm going to tell you guys, training is non-negotiable for the people that want to win big in this business, but really and truly the people that want to win big in life. It's not only about learning the skill sets that are necessary to grow this business. These are skill sets that you learn that you can apply to everything in life. So right now, if you're like, man, I have no idea, how can I get more people to training? Get them in the room, get them around your upline. Call your upline, get them in front of a conversation, get them to an event, get them on a call. We will do the rest for you. But it is so important for us to really take advantage of this opportunity within the lifetime of the opportunity. I'm going to tell y'all, Freedom Academy, it's going to be a ball. If you guys did not know, if you want to go see your girl mess up playing golf, okay, I'm about to go in this golf tournament. Troy Brown gave me full reign. He said, you know, you can come play golf. Kathy's going to play with us. And it's a co-ed. It's going to be fun. We're going to be playing golf during the day. We're going to have a pool party. We're going to have a ball. And this is all taking place on Friday. So come in early, have fun with us. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to learn. But then Sunday, after we're done, we're going to go party somewhere. If you know, you know, right? We like to have fun. We work hard, but we play harder. But come and have fun with us. Come and meet your trainers. Come and meet Isaac. Come and meet Muzaffar. Come and meet Jesse. Come and meet Matt Morris, right? Come and meet Josh. Come and meet Jay. Come and spend some time with your leaders, because it is so important that you stay around the fire. The more you stay around the fire, eventually the spark will become the flame. And if you're right now saying, hey, you know what are some steps that I can just do towards change? What are some steps that I kind of don't know. So how we often say, and if you're on our calls, you hear me say this all the time, your mindset is where your mind sits. So if something is not allowing you to grow, if something's not allowing you to get where you want to be faster, it's not conducive to your growth, it's not conducive to your success, don't let it sit there. Your mindset is the most expensive piece of real estate. But I will tell you 3 steps towards change really, really quick. Number 1, identify. We behave according to who we believe that we are. So what can you identify right now that you can say, hey, you know what? I can identify this. I can do better in prospecting. I can identify that. I can implement this so that I can invite. I love, Pam, how you said, if we have one person a day that we can get a contact by a compliment. We can start a conversation by complimenting someone. That's how you turn a stranger to a contact. But how do you turn a contact into a contract? Is the relationship that you're building, right? But prospecting is where you start with that. But identify, because again, we behave according to what we believe that we are. Identify what are some things that you can work on. Identify what is something that you can do right away to make a change in this, whether it's prospecting, whether it's inviting, whether it's presenting, whether it's closing and following up, whether it's getting a new rep started, whether it's promoting events, whether it's training. What is something that you can identify that you can make a change towards? Confront it. As soon as you identify it, confront it. If you don't face it, you can't change it. So a lot of times, I was a person that it's shy away from confrontation because, oh my goodness, you never know what it's not necessarily something that feels good. I get it, but everything lies outside of your comfort zone. Your wealth zone is not in your comfort zone. So confront it, because if you don't face it, you can't change it. If you know that you're struggling with inviting, if you know that you're struggling with prospecting, if you know that you're struggling with any of these skills, promoting, presenting, training, me too. I was there too. And we're still getting better. But the only way we get better is because we're facing it. It's because we're working on it every single time, every single day. You often hear us say, success is a contact sport. Like, success is a contact sport, and rent is due every single day. Every single day. So play to win every single day. Confront it, because if you don't face it, you can't change it. And lastly, declare it. Declare the greatness that is going to happen over your life. Declare the greatness that is going to happen over your business. I believe that abundant and living an abundant lifestyle is our birthright. I believe that living an abundant lifestyle is part of our inheritance, right? It's beyond business. It's what we are called to. We are called to live a prosperous life. The miracle is in your mouth. So whatever it is that you are saying, prepare to see it. If you keep saying, I suck, I'm not good, guess what? That is what you are going to bring more about. But if you keep declaring, the best is yet to come. If you keep declaring, I am overcoming a cash flow problem. If you keep declaring, successful people seek me. If you keep declaring, everybody I show secret to the first time gets it, and they build massive teams without me, and we walk stage Crown Royale in 2023, the miracle is in your mouth. What are you declaring over your life? What are you declaring over your business? Because as you say it, it shall be. And if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys these things are easy because truth be told, it's easier said than done. However, you guys are not doing this by yourself. We're all here to help you each and every single step of the way. So if you're a person that says, yes, Denise says, our subconscious mind accepts whatever we choose to believe. 1,000%. And this is why it's so important for you to tell yourself, declare those things that are for your favor. Declare those things that are for your fortune. Declare those things that are for your benefit. Declare those things that are in alignment with the prosperity and the abundant lifestyle that you deserve. So again, some skills to be working on fresh out of training: prospecting. The list of people you don't know is longer than the list of people you know. What is your pitch, right? What is your elevator pitch? What is that one-liner? We heard tons of those today. I think one of my favorite ones that I heard from Lisa is, I help people defy the aging process. I love that. Another one that we shared was, I help realtors build passive income in between escrows, right? I help teachers build passive income and have fun in between the summer. I help people. I'm in charge of expansion of the #1 Dead Sea mineral company in the world. I'm in charge of expansion of the #1 travel and lifestyle club in the world. What does that look like for you? See, it's going to vary depending on who you are talking to, because you got to know your audience. But that is why you have to work on these skills every single day. Success is a contact sport. Consistency always wins. Prospecting. The list of people you do not know is longer than the list of people you know. 1 contact a day means that you have 365 new contacts in your phone every single year. Inviting. It is one of those skill sets that is non-negotiable. You could get really good at inviting. You're going to win massively here. Presenting or demonstrating the products. Be a product of your product. Following up and closing. Certainty is what closes people. There is fortune in the follow-up. Make sure that you have that list and you work it actively. Getting new reps started. We're not just here to sign people up. We sponsor people correctly. We get them started. We get them acclimated. We help them launch their business. Immediately they get started. Promoting events and training. And again, 3 steps towards change: identify, confront, and declare. Thank you guys so much for your time. Breakfast has been served. Hope you guys got some value. Drop it in the comments. I'm excited to read each and every single one of them. Thank you guys so much for joining. Breakfast has been served. Great day and God bless. Let's get it. And yes, I will send the event for what we have going on in Tampa as well to you. Faith and Denise, blessings.